name's Morgan Dow, and I'm going to talk today about social media. I'm calling this social media, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm going to start off with the good of social media, and that would be things like connecting people to one another. Like when Facebook first came out, a lot of people that have been out of high school for like 10, 20, or 30 years, they got on there and got back in touch with their high school friends that they hadn't talked to in a long time. And also, it brings people together in the sense that personally, for me, my boyfriend was in Michigan for 4 months, so we communicated a lot through FaceTime, and it wasn't the same as face-to-face communication, but it's still better than just talking on the phone or texting. But those can also be good things, because texting is a good form of communication whenever you're busy doing something else and you just say you're cleaning your room or something and you don't want to talk on the phone, because that would be a bigger distraction. As we're texting, you can take as long as you need to reply, and it's not as big of a pressure as on the phone is. Also, the good that social media can bring is advertising for businesses. A lot of websites sell banners on the sides to businesses, so whenever you're looking at like a recipe, there's an ad for some Pampered Chef on there or something. And also just on YouTube, there's before a lot of the music videos, there's ads to things like Coke and other products like that. Now I'm moving on to the bad of social media, which is mainly, it's just how it distracts people. It can be, go to any restaurant really, and you see people, and there'll be two people just sitting there having a meal. They're not talking at all, they're both just like on their phones, you know, like texting or looking at stupid stuff. And it's really, especially if just one person's doing that and the other person's talking, it makes them feel really bad. Like what they're saying it's not interesting enough, so you have to also be playing the game on your phone or looking at Twitter or Facebook or something. And it can be bad for communication, because it can come in between communication with people. Also, the bad of social media is the news, and the news just mainly focuses, I mean, the news is good because it tells you what's going on, but there's a lot of good stuff in the world going on, and they don't want to tell you about that. They just want to tell you about the bad stuff. So it can spread a lot of bad vibes and stuff around the world. And if they just focus on more positive things, then I think more positive things would happen, because people are focusing on that. Another thing that brings us to the ugly of social media, which this is the last part, and it's really the worst, because the ugly of social media is cyberbullying, and that's become a really big problem, especially in the US with like middle school and high school students. People just say really hurtful things, especially when they're on the computer, because they're not like, you know, straight up calling them this person. They have a computer to hide behind. And then also there's been cases of like old men pretending to be teenage girls so that they can just like get like little boys and stuff. And there's just a lot of bad stuff, and people just do really gross things. And so that's part of the ugly. And another part of the ugly is how you can basically find anything online, and anything you put online, it's going to be there forever. So that could come back to haunt you in like a job interview or anything. If your family sees that, they could think of a different way of you. So the social media, it's a really good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. It just depends on how you use it. Depending on how you use it, you can use it for good or you can use it for evil. So I think everyone should just be careful what they do and what they say, because once you put it out there, you can't get it back, and there can be a lot of regrets with social media. But I think overall it's a really good thing, and it's helped our communication with each other a lot. So thanks.